Havana, Cuban dissidents hope Pope Francis will use his upcoming visit to pressure the government on human rights, but they aren't holding out hope for any miracles from the communist regime. The Pope will give 8 speeches or homilies during his 4-day visit to the island, and there will likely be at least a veiled reference to the state's crackdowns on dissidents and restrictions on civil liberties. But members of Cuba's fractured and officially illegal opposition said they see little chance that the trip will bring significant change. Pope Francis wants his visit to have a major impact, but he won't be able to work any miracles, because change depends on the Cuban government's political will. And it has none, said Lizardo Sanchez, president of the Cuban Commission on Human Rights. The Pope will also meet Cuban President Raúl Castro during his visit, though no meetings with dissidents are on the agenda. José Daniel Ferrer, another leading dissident, said he was not expecting any sea changes, but is hopeful that the Pope will demand more democracy and respect for human rights from the government, even if he does it in private. There is papal precedent on these delicate issues as Francis heads to Cuba Saturday, the 3rd Pope to visit the island in 17 years. John Paul II called for greater respect for human rights during the first papal visit to Cuba in 1998, a historic trip that symbolized a nascent rapprochement between the Church and the one-time atheist state. In 2012, Pope Benedict XVI criticized Marxism and spoke of the need for new models.